All right, hello. This is the bonus reading for Leo for the month of September 2022, okay? What I am doing here is looking for missed details from the main monthly reading. Missed details or details that I skipped or overlooked, you know. If you would like to find the information on how to go about scheduling a personal reading, please look in the description of this video. That is the only way that you can schedule a personal reading with me. Please be mindful, there are lots of scammers who like to impersonate tarot card readers on social media and in the comments of these videos. Okay, that is not me or any other tarot card reader on YouTube doing that, I promise you. If you want a reading from me, you gotta look in the description. Hang on just a second, y'all. Hold up. All right. Had to turn on Do Not Disturb so I don't get a call in the middle of my video here. All right, so the first thing we're going to look at is the situation troubling you the most. Situation troubling Leo the most, universe. What other important details can we tell my Leo friends? What's up, people? Thank y'all for tuning in. Carol, NYX. What's up, y'all? I can't even pronounce all y'all's names. How do you say that? Chelsea? Katie? What's up, y'all? Thank you. Thank y'all for tuning in. All right, 3 shuffles here. We're going to jump into this. 1, 2, and 3. All right. Oh, 7 and 8 of Pentacles, both in the reverse, back to back, one right after the other. Queen of Swords. Ooh, Knight of Swords. Ooh, so I do see communication here. But the Magician is in the reverse. Okay, so I see a line of communication being opened between the two of you. You're being very practical about this particular situation, okay? With the Queen of Cups and Queen of Swords, I feel like you do have a lot of emotion for this person, but it almost looks like there's manipulation being played here. There's manipulation. I feel like you are making a logical, rational, head over heart decision that this isn't worth putting in the work. You know, and that's kind of a hell of a decision to make, especially if you've already put a lot of work into this, you know, because I know some of you have. There's some of you who are dealing with a situation that you put, some of you, years of work, energy, and effort into it. And when you just keep circling around on loop-de-loop, same old story, same old song and dance, after a while, it's like, dude, man, I'm not going to keep doing this. Not going to keep doing this. I love you, but I got to cut you out of my life. I may love you, but I love me too. So at the end of the day, I'm not going to betray myself by clinging to somebody that I know is toxic for me, you know? I feel like you're putting a stop to this with the Knight of Wands in the reverse. But like I said, I do see communication being open, but I don't see anything being resolved. I don't see any closure happening. I don't see the two of you really coming to some kind of common ground. Not really. Still unfinished business, unresolved, whatever, you know, unanswered questions. And like I said, I feel like this is kind of a manipulation attempt that's just not working. Let's look and dig this person's energy up a little bit more. Let's see what they're really all about. What's this person really all about? What is this person really all about? What do they really want? How they really feel about you? How do they see you? What are their thoughts, feelings, and opinions? Hopes, dreams, and expectations? All that good stuff. See, 6 of Pentacles, though. Hang on. That Lover's card reversed, though. So they do want to work things out with you, but the problem is they don't really feel that strong of a connection with you anymore. Not really. I think this connection is equally toxic on both of you. It's almost, now, first of all, this person's emotionally codependent. Okay? This person's codependent. So people come to me all the time. Matter of fact, I just did a reading today. And this happens all the time where somebody says, how does this person feel about me? And then the Nine of Cups reverse comes out. Okay? And what I have to explain is, it's when somebody is emotionally codependent, it's not as much how they feel about you. Their primary concern is filling the void in their own heart. See what I'm saying? It's not really how, like here's the example I give. You ever met an alcoholic? Like a real stone cold alcoholic? If you know one, go ask them if they enjoy the taste of alcohol. Go ask them. 99% of the time, they say, no, it tastes like shit. Not all of them. Some of them claim to like it. You know, I've met a couple. But the overwhelming majority of stone cold alcoholics tell you that alcohol tastes horrible. But they'll turn around and say, I love drinking. Do you? Do you love drinking? No, not really. Especially if it tastes gross. You don't love drinking. What you're doing is you are turning to an outside source and hoping that that will be the solution to an inside problem. Same thing with emotional codependency. It's not quite as much that I love you, because all we do is argue and fight and bitch at each other and moan and we don't enjoy ourselves. We're not ever having a good time when we're around each other. You make me miserable, I make you miserable. We can't stand each other. But I say I love you. Do I really love you? Do I really? Or am I more focused on filling a void in my heart? Self-indulgence, right? See what I'm saying? Is this making a little bit of sense? Did I explain this in a way that's easy to grasp onto? That's my goal. I don't think it's coming from a bad place, though, and I know a lot of you are going to argue that. I know, but deep down inside, the very seed that bloomed into the bullshit that you have now, the bullshit bush, the seed that got planted and bloomed into the bullshit bush you're dealing with now, I don't think was actually intrinsically bad. You know, I just think two people who had good intentions came together and it was the wrong energetic mixture. See what I'm saying? Makes sense. All right, let's see if there's going to be any kind of outcome here. Any kind of outcome. Kind of outcome we're looking at here. What is the outcome? Eight of Pentacles reversed again. Same card as the first card that came out in this reading. Nope, I think you're choosing not to put the work in on this. You're finding that you just don't think it's worth it. Six of Coins. Seven of Swords, though. So I see you all having kind of like a mutual agreement, but it feels kind of fake. You know, whenever you have closure that just looks like closure. It looks like closure and it sounds like closure, but deep inside it's really not. It's really not. You don't really mean what you're saying, or they don't mean what... You can feel that something is still off. That's kind of what I'm feeling like is happening here, you know? Okay, well, I forgive you for what you did. I apologize for what I did. I wish you well, and it sounds cute, it's very scripted, but there's still something very off. That's what I'm seeing is happening here, okay? Need I say more? Come on now. I know I got some tarot card readers that watch me. Need I say more? Starting fresh. And I don't really feel like that needs an advice spread. I really don't. Because honestly, that looks like you're handling it the best way possible. If those few of you who don't choose to take that route, that's the advice. Do that. Just let it, release it. Try the best you can not to judge the situation right now. Give the universe some time And you might be looking back on this one day singing a totally different tune about the whole experience, okay? All right, now we're gonna look at singles. Singles, is anything new coming in for single Leos? If so, let's get some details on that. If nothing new looks to be coming in, what's the energetic blockage? What's holding it up? What's going on? Anything new coming in for my single Leos? Oh man, Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So something's holding it up. Something's holding it up. What's the problem here? Now, like I said, this right here is not really for those of you who are mainly focused on a past person. This is mainly, and you know, a lot of us are kind of focused on somebody from the past, but this is mainly for those of you who have been sitting stagnant and either A, nobody's making their way in, or B, everybody that you try to let in, you just ain't vibing, not really feeling it, you're not connecting, there's just something preventing a new solid connection from coming all the way in. See what I'm saying? Something's holding it up. There's an energetic blockage. You know what it is, right? Every time, dude. I'm not even going to say it. I'm just going to show you the cards. What is it? What's this? The past. Energetic baggage from a past connection that went horribly wrong. You are walking away from it. You are walking away from it, but I do think holding on to the unhealed trauma is slowing the process down. It's not like the universe is never going to let it come in, but the universe is doing what I like to call putting red tape around you. Okay? You're like a cell phone. The last relationship drained you down to 2% battery. What do you do when your cell phone gets to 2% battery? You plug that thing up and you set it down and you don't go near it until it reaches a certain level of charge, right? The universe a lot of times will do the same thing to you because we can only attract what is a frequency match to us. So if I am drained, broken, hurt, lonely, and sad, all I can attract is what is a frequency match to me. And whatever the primary frequency that I am broadcasting happens to be, that is going to dictate the type of experience that I have whenever somebody makes their way into my life. See what I'm saying? So I feel like the universe is kind of like holding you back, like everybody stay away, this being's healing. Hold up, stay away, nobody come in, this being's healing, you know? That's what's holding things up. And to be honest with you, those of you who are new to my channel, that's what comes through 98% of the time. That is especially with singles and people in new connections, but 98% of the time, that's usually the energetic blockage. Most of the time. Okay. Well, let's get some details on the next person due to come in. Who is the next person due to come in? Let's see. Whenever Leo decides to clean up that blockage, let's get some information on the next person due to come in. Six of Wands reversed. King of Cups, Knight of Cups. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, man, they're coming in hot. They're coming in hot, boy. Queen of Wands, Knight of Swords. Okay. So whenever this person is due to come in, they are coming in hot and they have a lot of feelings for you. I see now why the universe is holding this person back. Because you got to have your head on straight for that level of emotional connection. You know, you gotta have your head on straight. Doesn't make you a bad person if you're emotionally damaged. It just means that while you are on a frequency of being, you know, emotionally damaged, sad, lonely, empty, you know, and you jump into a really, really intense emotional connection, you can't process it. It'll drive you nuts. You'll sabotage it. You know what I mean? We've all done it. Come on, if you say you ain't never sabotaged a good connection, you lying. We've all done it. I've done it. You've done it. You know, the universe would, and you know what happens? What we do is we cut that red tape and bring somebody in anyway, right? But could be a water sign for some of you. I don't have any major arcana here. Okay. King and Queen of Cups, yeah. So the next person due to come in, like I said, hang on. Let me clarify one thing here. Let me clarify one thing. Hold up. Got this Tower card reversed down here. I got to see what that's all about first. Hold on. Ah, the Star card. Okay. Okay, and the Judgment. Okay. All right. So I don't think this person is, because they're going through the same thing you're going through right now. Okay. Still healing from a past situation that went horribly wrong. And I feel like both of you are going to need to be at a certain level of healing because y'all going to fall in love. It's going to be like love at first sight. Like the minute y'all lay out, bam, it's going to grab you up. See what I'm saying? King and Queen of Cups. So just know that they are more than likely going to have a similar story to you, you know, and you might be kind of freaked out, wondering if it's a bit of a trauma bond, you know, and unless you try to bring this person in right now, I don't feel like it'll be a trauma bond, but I feel like the two of you, as far as what traumas you have experienced, will experience a lot of similarities. This person, I think, has gone through a lot of the same things you have. A lot of them. Could be a Cancer. I got Cancer and Aquarius here now that I pulled a couple more cards. And that's really all it's telling me. That's really all that it's telling me. Let's get some advice here. What kind of time we got here? Okay. All right. What's the advice? What's the advice for Leo? Ooh, the Devil card. Okay. Got some demons to battle. We all got demons to battle, man. Don't let that alarm you. You know what I've noticed on my journey? The most efficient way to conquer your demons is to get to know them really well. Get to know those demons. Don't spend your time, you know, running from them, and definitely don't spend your time feeding them because, you know, like one of the things demons love to feed on is drugs and alcohol. Okay. And sometimes it turns into this vicious cycle where the demon starts making you crave drugs and alcohol. So you get drunk or high or whatever. And then that distracts you from the demon and feeds it at the same time. And it turns into this loop-de-loop-de-loop-de-loop-de cycle, you know? Getting to know that demon, getting to understand it and draw a line between you and it is the best way to eradicate those demons. And in today's day and age, we're slaying demons left and right, boy. 10 of Cups reversed. Okay. So there's a lot more reflecting, I feel like, on your last situation that needs to be done. Okay. A lot more reflecting. There are a lot of truths, I think, that you either ignored or just didn't see. You know, one or the other. But a lot more reflection. Okay. What are some of the red flags that I missed in the beginning? You know, what are some of the red flags that I blatantly ignored? You know, we've all done it. I'm going to tell you what, we've all done it, man. I'm going to tell you what, you laugh at me if I told you some of the red flags that I've missed. Thank you, Erica, for that super chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. But yeah, I think the biggest thing right now is a lot of reflecting. That's the biggest thing that I'm seeing here. Battling the demons and reflecting on previous red flags. Because the next person due to come in is going to be long term, okay? Now, the thing about the red flags, the reason why I think it's so important for you to look for the red flags is because when red flags pop up, and I'm not talking about big, crazy ass deal breaker red flags, you know, I'm talking about the little shit. The little shit that we sweep under the rug in the beginning and just try to pretend that, hopefully that issue will go away on its own, Let's talk about them. Bring it up. Yo, I could have swore the other day you said this, but now you're saying this. Did I hear that wrong? Maybe I did. It doesn't. Your actions aren't really matching up with your words. Did I misunderstand you, or did you change your mind? Let's talk about this. Let's talk about the red flags. Okay. All right. New person. New person. New person. Let's see how the energy is looking between Leo and the new person. How's the energy looking? How's it looking? How's it looking? How's it looking? Let's get that 10 of Cups, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it. Knight of Swords. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Looks like good communication between the two of you. Some of you may just be predominantly talking to this person, Not that you're not official, but it may be like the two of you aren't like together all the time, mainly just talking like via text or messenger or whatever the case may be. 4 of Pentacles reversed, 2 of Wands reversed, 5 of Cups reversed. Okay. So I do see a lot of communication here, but a lot of healing that needs to be done as well. I'm kind of feeling like there is a third energy in the mix, but I don't think, when I say a third energy, I don't mean that one of you is actively talking to another person with the 3 of Swords here, but the 5 of Cups reversed. Okay, I feel like this is a past energy, but I do feel like proper healing is being done. And guess what? What did we just talk about? Looking for red flags. Same damn card that came up a minute ago. 8 of Swords in the reverse. Looking for red flags. I see a lot of healing being done here. This looks pretty good, but the only thing that I'm kind of seeing here is you might kind of feel like you're struggling to feel a really strong connection with this person. Because like I said, I feel like this is mainly communication. 2 of Cups though, so the two of you might connect kind of briefly, lots of talking, lots of communication, lots of getting to know each other, but I feel like you might be struggling to feel a connection and you may wonder whether or not that's a problem. You might. Okay. Let's look at their intentions. What's this person all about? How do they see you? How do they feel about you? What do they want from you? What do they want from this connection? Hermit reverse. Could be a Virgo for some of you. Feel like this person has a difficult time being by themselves. Okay, they are ready to start new and start fresh. I feel like they have completed a karmic cycle very recently. So when you complete a cycle, that sounds cool, sounds good, sounds cute, and in a way it is, but a lot of times we're not really ready for it, Especially if it's a cycle that we have repeated many times. We're definitely not ready for it, Like every single relationship I've been in for the past 5 years, I've been cheated on. Every last one of them. Every single one of them. So when a new person comes in, I'm like guarded, And it seems too good to be true. I don't know if I trust this. Am I being pranked? This seems too good to be true. So they're ready to start new. They're ready to start fresh. They more than likely have not ever dealt with a person like you. For some of you, you may not have dealt with a person like them either. I feel like they have a bit of a chip on their shoulder. Again, unhealed trauma. We see it all the time. They may be a little bit scatterbrained too. They may not seem too goal-oriented. They may be a little bit unorganized just in their own personal life. May make some stupid financial decisions, but I don't think this person is a bad person. They do have a fear of abandonment. Okay, they do have a big fear of abandonment. Yeah, they're ready to start new and start fresh though. Okay. Cool. Could be another Leo for some of you. I have 2 Leo cards here, both in the reverse, by the way. I have Aries and Scorpio, Virgo and Libra. Okay. Okay, doesn't look bad. Looks pretty good, looks pretty good. Let's look at the outcome here. Outcome. What's the outcome? What's the outcome? Will things take a turn for the best or for the worst? Or will things just slowly flatline throughout September? We got this retrograde, man. Mercury. Boy, this pre-shadow. It's been a bit of a doozy. All right, outcome. 4 of Pentacles, okay. It's not ready yet. All right. Three of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles reversed. 3 of Cups. King of Pentacles. 10 of Cups reversed. Okay. I don't feel like that's an ending, though. I don't. Okay, so things... Okay, so I don't really want to say that they're flatlining. Things are slowly improving. Slowly. Slowly. Okay? The Empress, they ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. Okay? So, take your running shoes off. Get comfy. Okay? Y'all ain't going nowhere. So this is a slow, gradual transition into this new connection here. Yeah, things are slowly progressing. I see y'all going out on dates, probably going out in groups, you know, hanging out, having fun and whatnot. But, and I do feel like you are determined, you're making the decision that you're ready to go ahead and jump into this, but things aren't moving up to that level yet, if that makes any sense. Yeah, you're opening up slowly but surely. Yeah, more than likely, the majority of the really positive cards are coming out outside the time block here. So things are slowly picking up through the damn retrograde, you know what I mean? It may feel like a plateau. You may think that September's just a big plateau. We're not making any progress, but you actually are. It's just a slow, you know, it's a slow, gradual ascension process between the two of you. Slow and gradual. And there's nothing wrong with slow and gradual. Nothing wrong with that at all. You've heard me say a million times, we ain't here to rush nothing, man. We're going to be together for the rest of our lives. What are we trying to do? Rush our lives away? Come on now. What's the advice? What is the advice? I still don't know what I'm going to title this. What's the best advice? Ace of Swords reversed. Okay. So I think this mainly has to do with the retrograde. Beware of miscommunications, especially in relationships. Okay. This is a retrograde. I believe they said in the sign of Libra. I heard an astrologer say something about it the other day, where it's something to do with it's really going to affect relationships and connections. A lot of miscommunications. Just take the time to back away and make sure you're explaining yourself as unequivocally as possible. Always take the time. If you feel like you may be misunderstanding, try to be patient and ask them to explain themselves. Be sure you can develop and maintain a sense of emotional independence. Okay, and just work on communication. Be very, very careful with your communication throughout September. Okay, just be very wary of that. It could pop off into misunderstandings, maybe some arguments. Just keep in mind, anytime you may feel a little bit of a, you know, a monkey wrench being thrown in between the two of you, like maybe a little, I don't know, argument or a little misunderstanding or a little debate or something like that, just remember, Mercury retrograde. You know, let me back away and relax for a minute. Other than that, looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. So I feel like those were the messages that my Leo friends needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this reading here. Thank y'all so much for tuning in and playing along. I'm eternally grateful for all the love, support, and positive feedback you guys continue to show me day after day after day, every single time I get on here and do this. Makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to look in the description of this video if you would like to find information on how to schedule a personal reading. I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity.